Okay, so go ahead and reopen your workbooks today to page 149. We're going to finish off where we left off last class. So, looking at number 9 here, it says that the line models the cost of renting a kayak. Write an equation in slope-intercept form for the line, okay? Where X is the number of hours the kayak is rented and Y is the total cost of renting the kayak. Well, again, our slope-intercept form is that Y equals MX plus B, okay? That's the form that we want. Now, notice over here, they also gave us some information here. They said kayak rentals, $12 per hour, $6 deposit, okay? $12 per hour. What does that kind of sound like? It should sound like a rate of change, right? Because you're saying for every 12 hours, for every $12, it's an hour that you get to rent that kayak, okay? And then a $6 deposit. Well, that's going to be your initial cost, guys. That's going to be your starting point. No matter what, if you want to rent a kayak, you got to pay $6, and it's an additional $12 every hour that you rent it. So do I need to even bother looking at this graph when they gave me all this information on the sign? No, and I would star this and pay attention because I bet this could show up on a quiz or a test or something that you have coming up this week. So I'd pay attention to that. So we can say here that M, your rate changes the 12 because how is it changing by? Oh, it's changing by $12 per hour. That keyword per is telling me that goes where my rate of change, my M, okay? Then I need my B. My B is my initial value. No matter what is it going to cost me? It's going to cost me $6, okay? So Y is going to be equal to our 12X plus 6. Easy peasy. If we are just looking at things around us, we don't have to use a graph always if they can give us a nice little sign with all of our information on it. Great. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's look over here at number 10. So it says, graph the equation y equals 3x minus 5. Let's identify what is our m, what is our b. Remember, our m is married to an x. So if I see x, I know my m is 3. And remember, my b is always by itself. Now pay close attention. What's in front of that 5? Oh, minus sign. So it's not a positive 5, it's a negative 5. Okay? But now they want us to graph it. Well, I identified each part. Now I need to graph it. First thing that you need to do when it comes to graphing your lines is that, again, you always graph your B first, your initial value, your starting point. So we're going to go to our y-intercept at -5. Well, I don't see -5. So let's go ahead. Let's fill in our missing numbers. Let's go to our y-axis first. So it goes 0, line, the -2. So each of these are worth 1. So I'm going to fill in my missing values. That way I don't make any errors. Then I can see clearly on my x-axis, they are also going by 1s. Okay, so plotting your B first, which goes on your y-intercept. It's a -5, so I'm going to go right here, my y-intercept at -5. Plot that point. Now the next thing is that we need to plot our m. Remember, m is 3. To be able to plot your next point, you need to turn your m into a fraction. So it's going to be 3 over 1 because 3 divided by 1 is 3. So that means that since it's a positive, you're going to go up 3 and you always go to the right. So we're going to go up 1, 2, 3 and right 1. Can I go again? Yep. Up 1, 2, 3 and right 1. Okay, 1, 2. Oh, nope, I can't go up anymore. So those are going to be our points. And then we can go ahead and connect them with our line. And it should look like so. Okay, let's go ahead and go over to page 150 now. And we're going to look at the top here at number 11. So it says, Amy began with $25 in her bank account and spent $5 each day. The line shows the amount of money in her bank account. She incorrectly wrote the equation for the line in the slope-intercept form as y equals a negative 5x plus 5. Okay, says that she did this what? Incorrectly, which means this is not the right answer. Okay? She did this incorrectly. That stands out to me. Well, A, it says, what is the correct equation for the line in slope-intercept form? Okay, back up. What's slope-intercept form? Oh, yeah, it's that y equals mx plus b. Okay? Now, we need to get some information. They talked to us about something. So it says that Amy began, keyword began, with $25. What do you think that's going to represent in our equation? Our M or a B? You should have got that it's our B. It's our initial value. It's our starting point. The B is 25 because she began with $25. It's where you start. So in her bank account, and then it says that she spent $5 each day. Oh my goodness, she's spending all that money. She don't have a lot of money, but she's spending it. So $5 each day, and she's spending it. So is she getting more of it or less of it? It's less. So our M is going to be a negative 5. Okay? Now let's write it in the proper form. So y equals, our M is negative 5, and our M is married to its x. And then what is going to be our initial value? Well, it's plus 25. Okay, and so what do you think Amy's mistake might have been? She might have just been calculating how many days it was. Yeah, because if you're going here, she's going to run out of money by day 5. That's not what it was asking us. B again is the initial value. What did you start with? Not what did you end up with, or how many days did it take for you to end up with nothing. Okay, so we're going to look at 12. So let's scoot down to number 12. And we're going to just focus on part A here. Okay, so it says the line represents the cost of ordering concert tickets online. Okay, so you have this graph, and you also were given a little picture clue. Okay, so it says for one ticket, it's $21. But then you also have a processing fee of $12.25. So what is the cost of that one ticket then? You got to think about that, okay? So write an equation for the line in slope-intercept form where x is the number of tickets and y is the total cost. Again, slope-intercept form is our y equals mx plus b. Okay? So what is our m? What is our initial value? What is that going to be? Well, what do you think? Looking here at the tickets and at our processing fee and all that, how much is it for all of that? Well, you can simply just do what? If we want to make this into a table, because they gave us our 2 points, right? X and Y increasing. So it's 0 and 12.25. Sorry, that looks like. And then you have 1 and 33.25. So you can do 33.25 minus 12.25, and you should have got that it's plus 21, and 0 to 1 is 1. So change of y over change of x, 21 divided by 1 is going to get you 21. Hey, that's what it says. One ticket is $21. So that is our M. Our rate of change is $21. I don't even need to do that if I'm paying attention to my picture clue. Then what's your B? What's your initial thing? If you want to get a ticket, no matter what, you got to pay what? That $12.25. That's your initial value there. So it's y equals 21x plus $12.25. Okay? Let's go down to number 13 here. So what should you do first to graph the equation y equals 2/5 x minus 1. Plot the point at 0, 0. No. Our initial value is not 0. Our initial value, or our b, is a -1. So you're going to plot a point at 2/5? No. 2/5 is going to be your rate of change. That's going to tell you that you have to go up to right 5. Plot a point at the x-intercept? No, no, no. Remember, our b is our y-intercept, so you're always going to plot at the y-intercept first. Okay, and let's go over to number 14 now. Write the equation for the line in slope-intercept form. Again, slope-intercept form is that y equals mx plus b. So we need to find our m, and we need to find our b. Easiest one is always finding your b first when you're given a graph, because all you have to do is look for your y-axis, and where's the line hit on our y-axis? Oh, right there at 8, so b is equal to 8. That's our easy one. Now we need to find 2 points. Well, we already have a point. This one's at 0, 8, and then we need to find one more, and I can see another point here at 2, 4. Now I can take these points and put them into a table. Now, since this is decreasing, you're going to start at the top point and work your way down. So my top point we said is 0, 8. And the next point that we said was 2, 4. So from 0 to 2, it's plus 2. And then from 8 to 4, that's a minus 4. Again, change in y over change of x. My change of y was -4. My change of x was 2, which simplifies down to a -2. So now we can write it as y equals a -2x plus 8. And that should be our equation in slope-intercept form for the given graph there. Good job. All right, go ahead and you can put away your workbook for today. And let's move on to our next part of our lesson.